Hi guys, welcome back. Or if it's your first time here, hello, my name is Vanessa Lee. Hope that you enjoy the video, and if you do, please join the family, hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. It's just going to be a day of basic Hoya updates and a little bit of maintenance. I've got some good things to show you and a couple of we're going to save one or two plants. I think it's just the one actually. Yeah, I think it's just the one that I'm kind of concerned about. So I'm going to show you that plant. We're going to take care of it today. I do have one plant that I'm going to repot. I'll probably do that towards the end. So yeah, let's spin the camera around and have a look at these Hoyas. So this is the area where I keep most of my Hoyas. I do have some in the hallway. And they're all here under some lights, but there's also a window which is southeast facing. And I want to start with my Linearis that's been blooming. Oh, the light's on her, that's nice. Yeah, she has blooms all over her. I really would love to repot this plant, but I've just been waiting for these blooms to fall off. And I've noticed some drying areas. This has happened to me before where I've clearly missed a watering, so I'm going to chop that off. I think I've got one over here as well, so I'm going to chop those two off, and then I'm going to put them, I've already taken two off already and they're just there propagating in some water. So, oh my gosh, I've had this plant now for 2 years, no, a year. I think about a year and 3 months. And this is the first year that it's bloomed, and it waited until the autumn. It's meant to give out a scent of like a lemony smell, but I haven't actually smelt that yet. It took quite a while for these flowers to actually come out, but now that they're here, they're just so pretty. They are busy falling off at the moment. So I'm just going to leave this guy alone a bit, but the one piece that I'm going to cut off definitely doesn't have any flowers on. I think the other one does. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. But yeah, this one's busy growing in non-drainage with soil and a lot of pumice, although I would like to put this into a different vessel. Actually, I bought another vessel like this one, like a square one. I quite like that. Well, my Ripsalis is also in a square one. I quite like the way that it looks, like it's like a waterfall or something. I mean, it looks like a waterfall there, but I think it would look cute in a square vessel or rectangular vessel. So yes, I got one of those in the week, and I don't know, we'll see how much time we have and how brave I'm feeling about. I don't really want to knock off the flowers just yet, so actually I'm not going to do that today. Anyway, back to the plant. Yeah, it seems to be loving life. The roots are looking absolutely amazing. They look great. I mean, there's probably going to be some dead ones in there because obviously I'm cutting off. I've cut off I think I cut off about 3 stems before now, like before, like in the summer. And I propagated those and put them in here. And yeah, so this is my other Linearis that's growing in pond. And she's got like a little water reservoir, which I think is empty. I do need to water all of these guys today. But yeah, she's doing really well. I thought I saw a peduncle the other day. Is that a peduncle coming? She's still quite young. No, I don't think it is. It's just where I cut the stem in half. Because obviously they were very long, so I cut them and made a nice full pot there. And I have another one in the hallway, but I'll show you that a little bit later. But I'm ever so proud of this plant. Like, she's just so pretty, and I love her like just hanging here. I'm really loving this shelving at the moment. And she seems to be responding well to the new burrito light. So that's a good thing, because I was a little worried it would be too high for a lot of these plants. But the great thing is I can dim it down. Okay, let's stop talking about the lights. I'm really happy with my lights, by the way. Yes, so let's move on to the next plant. This is my Hoya Wtii, which has grown like a beast. When I bought this plant, it was tiny, tiny. Recently, it's been throwing out really long tendrils, so I'm really excited about this. I don't know what's going to happen here. Hopefully, we'll get some leaves on there. I mean, this one kind of popped out, which is quite nice. And I'm loving the long kind of pea-like, yeah, like a pea pod like leaf, and then the black margin, ever so pretty. And that's the underside. Yeah, she's a gorgeous little thing. And when the new leaves come out, they're really dark. But yeah, I'm really happy with her. She's been growing very, very well. Also in no drainage with pon, and just loving life here on the shelf in front of this light. Let's move on to the next one. This is my Hoya Crimson Princess, which when I first bought her, again, she was tiny. She's grown very, very well this summer. She's trailing now, which she wasn't doing for a very long time. Now, when I first bought this plant, she couldn't live with the others. She would just keep getting mealybug and then spreading. But now that she's older, oh, that was a bit of pun. Yeah, now that she's older, she's behaving much better. I haven't seen mealybug on this plant since then. Look how splashy she is. She's got all sorts going on. I'm loving the little pink leaves when they first come out. They come out pink, 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 and then it will slowly go down to a kind of creamy white. Got some more pink ones there. So pretty. I love this Hoya now. I didn't love her in the beginning. Obviously, she was a pain in the butt. You know, just the pest control was extreme. But I stuck to it, and I must say that I got this plant in soil and it converted quite nicely into pon. Or did it? Maybe that's the reason why it was getting so much mealybug in the beginning, that it was kind of just busy adapting and getting a bit sick along the way. But she got there. In the end, it was worth it, and I'm really happy with her. And yeah, again, she's in pon, no drainage, and loving life up there. The next plant, oh, how long have I had this plant? These two I actually bought at the same time, and I think I don't know, probably a year and a half. I will put the correct dates up if that is wrong. But yeah, I think I've had these two for a year and a half. This one I bought this year in the summer, and she has grown like a beast. This is my Hoya Crohanianum Super Silver Splash. I'll put the correct name up as well. Yeah, she's just trailing like crazy. She's such a pretty, pretty little thing. I'm loving the leaves. I like the difference that you can have on just one plant. So we've got some really dark splashy ones, and then these really light ones. Now I'm kind of I'm trying to figure out why this side is as dark as it is, and I'm guessing it must be because of the lighting. Oh, that was a noisy bike. Yeah, I'm guessing it's because of the lighting, which would make perfect sense. Let's get her down. Look at her, isn't she pretty? Look at the little half moon. Yeah, I'm really loving her. And I got some kind of bad reviews. Well, not bad reviews about my plant, but I had a couple of subscribers say that this is not an easy plant, that it'll be dropping leaves, and I must say I haven't had that experience. So if you are watching and you are still having problems with your plant, I'd love to know what substrate you have your plant in. Is it in pon? Because it might just be a matter of changing up its substrate, and then hopefully that will work for you. Okay, next I'm going to go over to this big guy. Now this is my Hoya Australis Lisa. I got this as a cutting. I think I had about 4 or 5 leaves which came in the post during a heat wave, all the way from Scotland, and survived all well. I mean, when I first got it, it looked terrible. I really felt like, oh my gosh, am I going to have to throw this plant away? It was all wrinkly and yeah, the roots were just gone. So I regrew this in water, I think, at first. Yeah, just get those roots growing. And also because it was so dehydrated, it was under a dome for quite a few months. Like, I really stuck to it. And I think this is the reason, part of the reason why I love this plant so much. Because I gave it my all. I didn't give up on her, and I'm just so proud of both of us, really. But yeah, let's have a look at her beautiful leaves. Look at those. The print is just amazing. It's just so gorgeous. It looks like a oil painting or something. Like pixelated, or I don't know. She's just, I could stare at these leaves. Every leaf is just absolutely stunning. And then I've got this kind of pure green stem or branch, and I quite like it. I quite like the contrast. This is a completely new branch that happened, and you can see the variegation there on the stem. And you're seeing like a green leaf on one side and then a variegated on the other, which is quite interesting. Yeah, and she is just going for it. So let's trace her. Yeah, there she is. So hopefully we'll get some leaves on that one. That would be really lovely. And I think I've had this one, gosh, I must have had this one for 2 years by now. I'll put the correct dates up. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with time, especially with the plants. I just feel like I've had them longer than I actually have. So I've probably only had it a year. Next, who should we do next? Let's do this one. So this is my Hoya Crimson Queen. It's a cutting, and I have 2 side by side, and I actually want to pot them together. I have another one which I'll show you just now, but yeah, they're both cuttings from my mother plant, which is in the hallway, and the one in the hallway is still in soil. And yeah, I did do a comparison. Actually, what video was that? I think it was my, oh, it was the experiment one. Yeah, so if you want to have a look at like the difference between the 2 side by side, you can check that video out. They're very happy in pon, I must say. I do really enjoy growing my plants in pon, especially the Hoyas. They do seem to react really nicely to it. And yeah, so we might pot those 2 together later. Next, this one here is my Hoya Linearis. I think that's the right pronunciation. I've only had this one. I didn't buy this, what am I saying? This was from a plant swap. And that was, I think that was this summer. This plant has been growing in pon. It was part of a plant swap, and I got quite a few Hoyas from that swap, which was just so generous. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving her. She's growing a lot now. That was earlier this year, and I think I had something like 3 or 4 leaves in there. If I find a photo, I'll stick it on the side so that you can see how much she's grown. I mean, she looks like nothing. She just looks like a couple of leaves in a pot right now, but I am very proud because she's come a long way. Okay, let's go down to the next one because I'm itching to get to this one. This one is Hoya Breviolata, and oh my gosh, this one was about 4 or 5 leaves, and we've got a nice bushy pot now, and she's tendriling. We can see like getting some like stems, and it's going to start hanging soon. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. I'm very excited about this little dude. She's just so cute. I am getting a kind of weird discolouring on some of the older leaves, so I don't know what that's all about. I might check that out a little bit later with you guys, but it could just be about lighting, so I might move her a little further away from the light and see if that makes a difference. This is another, what started off as a tiny little cutting from my Crahanium Super Silver Splash, and I kind of just, because I was getting these really kind of, you know, like people were basically saying this is a really difficult plant, so I thought I'd best take a separate cutting as, you know, just in case. Next to her is my Hoya Wtii variegata, and I must say it, I mean, for me it seems like a really slow grower, because I mean, but that's how I felt about the plain one that I have, the plain green one that I have. I felt it was a slow grower, but it's just that the leaves are so clustered together that you don't really notice that it's growing. So it probably is quite a bit bigger than what it started off as. I mean, I can definitely see those pinky leaves are definitely new. So that's good. Yeah, she looks a lot healthier, a lot happier now, I must say. Yeah, no, she's doing well. She really is doing well. She looks a lot healthier. But I'm looking forward to next summer and getting a little bit fuller pot. It's going to be so pretty. Let's get up to this one. This is also part of the plant swap. So the Hoya Wtii, the Breviolata Linearis, and this one, which is the Hoya Carnosa Dark Red. Look how splashy. I'm absolutely loving that leaf. Yeah, she's produced quite a few new leaves. They come in really dark. I'm trying to give her lots and lots of light to try and get those dark leaves. I think it's working. These were the original leaves. So these all came as cuttings without roots. You can actually have a look at that video if you haven't seen it already. I will put the name of the video up because it has escaped me. But yeah, it's kind of worth having a look at that if you haven't, because just to see how fast or slow the process has been on some of these plants. And this one that we're staring at here was a recent gift slash plant swap. So I did a plant swap, but this came as an additional gift, and I was just completely shocked, and I'm just obsessed. It has done very little, I must say. So this is my Hoya. Oh my gosh, my brain. All I can remember is Bourgette. Hopefully it'll come to me. So yeah, it's the fish towel one. It's variegated, as you can see. It's finally rooted. I'll give it a little tug and you can tell. Can't actually see any roots in there, but it's definitely rooted. So I'm very, very proud. And hopefully next summer we'll get some extra additional leaves. All right, let's move on. There's more. So down here, under these lights. So that's my other Crimson Queen. Let me just grab her actually. Might have to move some of you guys just for a moment. Oh, before I get to her, let's do this dude since it's right here. Now, this one also came from the plant swap. Again, I grew it from just some cuttings without roots, but you can see, oh my gosh, she's so rooty looking right now. Yeah, so this one is my Hoya Mini Bell. Is that right? Yeah, my Hoya Mini Bell. I want to get some better light because I can't really see her splashes from there. Can you see her splashes now? A little bit. But yeah, she's quite splashy. She's got these long, slender leaves, which are absolutely gorgeous. And I quite like the way that she's growing. She's just kind of like, you know, off to the side there. Next, oh, one of my favourites also came from that plant swap. Rotundiflora. Hoya Rotundiflora. She has these rectangular leaves and this fluff. Oh, you can see the fluff. Oh, she's so fluffy. She's gorgeous. I love this plant and has been growing very happily. I did actually notice I might have to put this in another spot where the light is a little bit lower. She was pushing out more leaves then, but then we are in autumn going into winter, so I shouldn't really expect too much. But yeah, she's definitely one of my favorites. Let me have a look at the undersides. Yeah, she's kind of slightly cupped. Put it down for a minute. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, my camera's doing weird things. But yeah, that is her. It's quite unusual to have fluff and look so shiny at the same time. Next is my Hoya Cingulatus Alas River. And oh, look how red those leaves are. Really interesting. I mean, they almost look like I've burnt them, but I haven't. They are completely happy and healthy. I've also got a peduncle on this one, which is quite exciting. Nothing has happened yet, but she's a baby. She's still so little, so I'm not really expecting this one to flower. I am contemplating putting all my Hoyas into a tent. So I'm busy looking at tents at the moment and just trying to figure it out, because maybe this space under here will become, you know, I want to get some more anthuriums, so this might just turn into a whole anthurium section. But yeah, she's so pretty and so like, there's something quite like old world about it, like Victorian looking, or I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. I guess it's, I don't know. But she's looking so pretty. Now, there were 3 stems in there. The other one completely rotted and died, and I pulled it out. And yeah, so now we're down to 2, but they're looking very, very healthy. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's put you there. Right, what else do we have in here? Let's move you there. This one I recently rescued, well, not rescued. I recently potted it up after rescuing it. It is my Hoya, it's a hybrid. It's called Marginata Alba or something like that. And yeah, I almost lost this plant. Had to cut it up. This is what is left. I think I got one other little section in the propagation box. Doesn't have any roots. It took a really long time to root this. It took at least 6 months to get some roots on this thing. Now, I tried it in pon. It clearly hated it. It came obviously in soil. I converted it into pon. Didn't like it. Almost died. Now it's back in soil. It's in a mix that has sphagnum moss, pumice, cocoa core, cocoa husk. I think it might have some vermiculite in there as well. It seems to be quite happy at the moment. There's a little bit of condensation there at the bottoms, but I will go ahead and water this one today as well. The roots are looking pretty decent. They're looking really healthy. So I just really need to keep an eye on this one. I'd like to get this one pinned up on the board. So I'm going to take those, either those two will come down and this one can go up, or I might pot this part of my Crimson Queen, which is, oh, she's so pretty. Look at those leaves. Let me just try and get her out. And she's quite long. Okay, she just whipped everybody on the way out. So yeah, now she's busy whipping my anthurium. Yeah, so I might put, maybe I'll put one of, I don't know, we'll decide together just now. But yeah, she's really, oh, she's so pretty. And you can see again, we've got like this one long pink stem pushing out the same colour leaf, like almost the same as what's going on over there, but the opposite. So I keep this one under the light. It was up here, very close to that light. And I think, yeah, it's definitely enough light for my Hoyas. And yeah, she's just the prettiest little thing. So we'll keep this one out because I think we might repot this one today. Let me pop her over there. And then I've got one last Hoya to show you, which is this one. This is a cutting actually. It's a cutting from my Pupicalix, Hoya Pupicalix. I think this one's also called Super Splash. She is quite splashy. Her new leaves are just absolutely gorgeous. I need to take her out with me. Yeah, here she is. Look how splashy that is. And it looks almost pink, which is quite cute. I like that. Living very close to the light. And the new leaves are looking very autumny. And that's definitely something I've noticed more when they're under a plant light rather than in just a high sunny area, that the leaves come out like that. I don't know what's going to happen next. This, I mean, when it's living under here, those leaves are literally, oh no, 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 guys, no. Oh my God, what's going on? Okay, hang on. I actually need to stop the camera. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hoyas, there's something else. They really are. They just have a mind of their own. Like, they're just so busy. They're so busy. Like, you take your eye off them for a week and then come back and there'll be like a massive long shoot, or they'll like wind themselves round another plant or something. You have to really keep an eye on them. They're very naughty children, but in a fun way. I really love them. But yeah, you definitely need to keep an eye on them. So yeah, this is where the plant was kind of living before. Well, actually, it was kind of more there, wasn't it? So you can see that those two leaves are right next to this light. So I don't know if they're going to stay like this colour or if they will fade down to a green. Maybe they'll be like a really bright green like this. I don't know. They probably will actually go down to like a bright green like this, because you can see this one's also been quite stressed by the light. Where it would be a white splash, it's now a pink splash. I'm going to stop talking about you now. I could talk about this plant a lot actually. I really love how it's growing. I have several other Hoya Pupicalix. I don't have any in soil anymore, but I do have, oh no, that's a lie. No, I do have this one in soil as well. And I put that in my experiment video, so check that out. There is a difference between the two, but yeah, check that video out. I can't actually remember exactly what happened, but they both look great. Anyway, I will show you the others so that you can see what the others are looking like. The mother plant was massive, and I chopped her up. I gave plants away, I sold bits, I swapped bits. Okay, I'm gonna put these dudes back. I'm gonna put you guys there. Yeah, let's go and have a look in the hallway. I think it's still sunny enough for me to do that. We're in my hallway. This is the coldest part of my home. I think right now the temperature is about 18 centigrade, and in my living room it's about 21, 22. But they seem happy enough. Well, looking at this one, she looks a bit miserable. But yeah, she doesn't need any water. So yeah, I've got my Hoya parasitica dark margin. And I do want to put this one back into the living room because it will get much, much colder out here with the window and everything. But yeah, she's been sizing up really nicely. I actually have a small little one in the living room that I forgot to show you. So I'll show you that. But yeah, she's in pon. This is the main plant. I bought this plant at the same time as when I bought the Hoya Wtii and the Crimson Princess. But yeah, she's quite interesting. She's got quite an interesting leaf, like quite veiny, with that dark margin, a bit of splash. She's got it all really, and that teardrop shape. And the leaves are definitely getting bigger, which I'm loving. Again, no drainage, pon, and she just faces southeast there. I've got my Crimson Queen here. I would love to do something for her, find a better area for her so that she's not going to be cold. But again, I do not know. I'll have to think. I'll just keep an eye on them for now. If they start showing that they're a bit stressed out, then I'll move them either into the bedroom or the living room. And then this is my Pubicalyx in soil. And then over here, I have another Pubicalyx. This is like the largest part from the mother plant. And the roots, well, this is the mother plant actually, because the roots were from the soil, from when it was in soil, and it's now in pon. It did take a minute for it to get used to the pon, I must say. For some reason, it didn't like it straight away, unlike some of the other Hoyas. But yeah, I'm really loving her in this really long vessel. And she's just flowing over the top. She's also trying to, I don't know what she's trying to do there. But yeah, she's going nuts out here with the sunshine. We've got another Pubicalyx down here in soil. Is this the one with the heart shape? Let me have a look. There's one leaf in here somewhere. Maybe it's on the other one. But yeah, she's been living there. And I think that is all the Hoyas out here. So we're going to go back inside and get some work done. Okay, so I've taken down the Crimson Queens and we're going to try and figure out which ones we're going to put together. So I could put these two together. That's quite cute, actually. I don't think I can get the 3 in. I think that would be too much. And I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe I could put these two together. That's cute. Shall I do these two? That's quite cute, actually. Let's see the other one. yeah, I think I might put these two together. I think that's really cute. All right, and then this one will go back on the board. So I have an empty pickle jar, which I'm going to be using for those two guys. I think that's going to be big enough for those two. And I just wanted to show you my other Hoya parasitica dark margin, or black margin. I think it's called black margin. And she's so cute. I love how she's like trellised herself. She's not on a trellis. She's just, that's just her vibe. It's like a little dancer. That's what I call that. So adorable. And you see those leaves are sizing up, and you get, yeah, I thought I'd just show you a little closer the veination, like how ribby they are. It's a really pretty plant and it grows so easily. It's a really easy plant to grow, or at least that's what I've found so far. Completely dry vessel, of course, although I can see a little moisture. The roots are looking great. Yeah, so that's that little dude. Okay, let's get into the pot. And I haven't actually cut the Hoya Linearis yet, so maybe I should quickly do that now and then it can callus over. Okay, so I've pulled the two over that look, oh, is that another one? Oh no, there's another one here. Okay, so I've got 3 to cut. So let's just get in there. There's that one, and this one has a peduncle on it. So I'm just going to trim these up. Okay, so this one, oh, it's so long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all of the brown bit off, like so. I'm also going to take off these leaves. I'm just going to dip that into some cinnamon, and I'm just going to let that callus over. I'll do the same with the others, and then I'll put this into, maybe I should cut it again actually, because it's really long. I think I'm going to cut it again. Yeah, I think I might cut it again about here. Or should I do it a bit higher? Actually, let me put the camera down so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, so there's some like bare areas right here. So I'm going to take advantage of that and just cut it there. So that's another one. Cut off the dead bit. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have another full-on plant. Take those. I love this plant. I don't think I can have enough of this plant. I'd like to have some hanging in my bedroom because I've decided to put some plants in my bedroom. Oh look at this one. It's like a double, it's got like a double-edged thing going on, but we've got quite a bare area here. Not loving that so much, so I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut it there. Oops, no, don't go on my clothes. Ah, that's close. And then I'm going to cut this one. I think I'm going to cut it. Yeah, I cut it here. And then just remove that one leaf. So I've got 2 nodes to get roots from. So yeah, I've got 2 nodes there. I've got 3 on this one. They've all pretty much got 2 or 3 nodes on them. So they should be successful, and that's quite a nice long length. I'm going to put this to one side and we'll deal with that later. Now, I don't think I'm going to work on this box actually. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm just going to tidy up real quick, just make a nice space for us to work on these guys. Okay, I'm back with a nice clean mat. I have my pond, which has already got some perlite mixed in there, so we're good to go. And I have a bowl. Okay, oh, I want to do like a reservoir at the bottom here, so let's do that first. I'm using these clay pebbles, which I bought from Soil Ninja. They also have the round ones. I don't know what they call them. I think they just call those round pond. But yeah, might go a little bit deeper. Yeah, I think that's nice. That should do the trick. Oh my God. I'm just thinking, how lazy am I going to be with watering? Okay, so we've got a nice reservoir. That should be at least 2 weeks in the tank. We've got the pond. I'm feeling very organised. And we're going to put this plant in with this one. So I'm going to put some pond on the bottom first. In the pot. Oh, I also put some slow release fertilizer in here, and I'm a little worried I put too much in, to be honest. But yeah, time will tell. I made, I did a repot. I just had like a day where I just wanted to be, you know, when you just want to be on your own and you just kind of like, I don't know, I was feeling like, I wasn't feeling low, I was just feeling like I just needed some time to myself, like a little bit of a care day for myself. And there's nothing quite like sitting down and repotting some plants, but I decided to put one of my plants in this pond, and it's got slow release in it. And then I accidentally watered the plant. I watered the plant with like, what did I use? Oh my God. Oh, that's right. It was a mix that I made with cow mag in it. And I think I put fertilizer in there as well. And I was watering my plants, and then I was just like, oh, here we go, here's another plant. And I just went for it. I'm not going to take off that pond. I'm just going to leave that. Yeah, so now they all the leaves have fertilizer burn, which is really interesting actually. And I think I will show you guys what that looks like in another video, because I've never known, like people always talk about, oh look, we've got roots coming out of the, oh my God. The roots are literally growing out of that little hole. Okay. Yeah, I will actually show you that, because people always talk about fertilizer burn, and I really just didn't know what they were talking about. So yeah, I think it will just be interesting to know what the difference is between what a leaf looks like when it's been burnt with too much fertilizer. Oh, is this going to both go in or not? Probably not. Take a little bit off. But yeah, I definitely want them kind of like that. Yeah, that's the look. plonk those in. I'm actually going to go ahead and use this pond because I know that there's quite a bit of fertilizer in here already, and this is looking pretty clean, to be honest. It's not looking too funky. So that's lucky. I don't know how easy this bit's going to be. Oh my gosh. Let's just get her out of the bucket. Yay, and now I've got some space on the board, on my Hoya pin board, and I can maybe get some new Hoyas. I've been wanting to get some new Hoyas. I mean, we're going into, well, I keep saying we're going into winter. It feels like winter already, to be honest. But I'm seeing fertilizer in this as well, actually. Oh, this is Lechuzapon, that's why. Yeah, I would like to get some new Hoyas. I'm probably going to try buying from Etsy. I've not bought plants from Etsy before, but I'm hearing good things about the buyers, like plant sellers, sorry. I'm hearing good things from buyers about the sellers. So I think I'm going to give it a go and see if I can find something really, really cool. And I think also people buy from eBay. Let me know, guys, actually, where do you buy your Hoyas? Because I would love to know. I'd like to find some new places. I know that Facebook also has, I am a member of a Hoya group on Facebook. I don't really spend any time on social media, to be honest, and so I haven't really explored it. But maybe if I looked on, like if I used my laptop is completely kaput, it's not working, so I can't do that. But I could maybe, if I were using a bigger screen, maybe I'll enjoy the platform more. So I'll try that. And then as for Instagram, I have been very, very, very lazy. I'm so sorry, guys. I am going to pick up pace again with that platform. I was enjoying it. I was really enjoying it. I don't know why. And I have so many photos. I think now what it is that I have so many photos and it's like, oh my God, which one first? And I feel slightly overwhelmed with like which one should come first. And I'm very like strategic, and I like things to be quite mapped out and organized, and I'm not the kind of person who's just like, oh, I'm just going to put a random. I probably should try and be more like that, just like, oh, put a load of random photos. Like I always feel like I need to be, I don't know, like, because my Instagram account is a mixture of various different people. Like I've got old friends, I've got family on there, I've got some of you guys I know follow me on Instagram. And before that, I was never the kind of person who really posted about what I've eaten that day, or, I mean, sometimes I probably have done that. Like when I was really into my health, like I went through this phase of, I mean, I am still really healthy, like I'm still really into doing yoga and all that stuff. But there was a stage where I was like really like into my diet, and now I kind of know what's good to eat. I guess I just talk about it less, but I was at a stage where I was exploring healthier foods for the right body type, and the right time to exercise, and you know, all of those, the ins and outs of being healthy. Yeah, so my Instagram has been a bit of this and a bit of that. And then I started the YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, my only YouTube channel. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Yeah, and then I started this channel, and then I was just like, oh, no, I got into plants and I became completely obsessed with my plants. But then it was still kind of like a mix of, you know, this and that. And then I started the channel, and it's predominantly about my plants, because that's obviously what I'm really into right now. And I'm the type of person that when I get into something, you know, it's all or nothing. Almost obsessive about what I'm learning and wanting to constantly update my knowledge. She's in. She's in. Oh my God, I love her. And there's no gaps that I can, oh no, there are some gaps. I can see some gaps just there. So I'm going to try and fill that in. Yeah, so what am I trying to say about my, so I'm kind of like at a stage where I think what I want to do is maybe separate the two, because I think like my friends and family, although they're interested in, you know, they're like, oh, that's her hobby, that's what she's into, and they show an interest, but I'm sure they'll also want to like see other stuff, or like maybe they get bored of it. I probably should ask them. Voila! Yay! Brilliant. She's done. Oh, she looks so cute. I love her. So yeah, let's put some water in there. And this is just, ooh. No, she needs plain water. So I'll water the other guys first, and then we'll do that one with plain water. I must remember that. I might actually put like a sticky tab on there to remind me. And then eventually I'm going to keep an eye on that one. And then if it looks like the slow release is a good thing, I'll just add that to all of the others. So the tank is full. Yeah, I'll just add that to all of the others, and then I can just use water on all of the Hoyas. Right, I want to take you back over to where the Hoyas are. I want to put these guys into like a little tube of water. Actually, maybe I'll need a separate tube. Just line them up. So I'm kind of lining up the tops of the leaves, because I can also get some roots from here and from the next nodes up. But actually I might need to cut that a bit shorter. Let's do that. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, if they can all be the same length, that would be amazing. Stick that in there. I bought these vessels in South Africa when I was visiting my daughter there. So yeah, I'm just going to put them inside. As deep as they can go. So that's what they're looking like. Now I wouldn't normally use fertilized water. I think I'll just put a little bit of fertilized water, and then I'll probably come back with some plain water. And she's got a peduncle. And the flowers didn't actually fall off, which is quite interesting. But yeah, that's what that's looking like. So I've got another plant basically. So I've pinned this Hoya up on the board, the hybrid, and there's the other Crimson Queen. I mean, you can kind of see that there is a difference, but not a huge difference. And I would say, I mean, if this is the hybrid of this plant plus something else, I would go ahead and just get the Crimson Queen. Much easier. We've got the cuttings just hanging here, and hopefully they will perk up a bit. I could have maybe put them all together, but anyway. And then down here, this is where I put the other part of the Crimson Queen, the part that we just repotted. So she's back under her light. I think she'll be happy there. Who else did I want to show you? I think that's it really. So I was just doing a little bit of watering, and I think I must remember to water that one some stage. Is that enough water? Yeah, it's filling up. All right, that's quite a successful day. Let me turn this camera around and say my goodbyes. So yeah, I'm so happy that I did the Crimson Queen. She's looking so, so pretty. Like, I've been wanting to pot them together since spring. So yeah, that just tells you how I have just been admiring the Hoyas and not really doing very much else with them. Yeah, I really didn't do a lot with my Hoyas this year. I had, like, obviously I think there were 7 plants in all that came with no roots. So I was busy taking care of those, the cuttings. And then I got another one. Now so I remembered the name of the fish towel. It's called the Polyneura Bourgette, and that was part of a plant swap. And I've had that now for, I would say, a month or 2 months, probably 2 months. So yeah, I'm really pleased that it's now got its roots. So that was a really great update that I could show you. Unfortunately, it didn't have any new leaves, but hopefully the next time I do a Hoya update, we'll get some new leaves off of that plant. But yeah, the collection's looking great. I definitely do have a list of Hoyas that I really want to get my hands on. Do let me know if you have any great suggestions for buying Hoyas here in the UK that I can have a little look at. I'm going to let you guys go now. I hope that you did enjoy the video. Please do give me a thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'd love to see you here again. And as per usual, I will be here on Sundays, but I do random videos here, there and everywhere, so switch on your notification bell. Yeah. Oh yeah, feeling really good. It's looking so pretty over there. I might just do another little shot at the end as I say goodbye, but have a fabulous week, and I will see you here again very soon. Until then, bye.